We left me in the dock, accused by the vicar, abandoning all hope.
You gave a copy of my business plan to Malvolio, did you not?
He looked up at me, waiting for an answer. Well, this was fast becoming a nightmare. Well, no, I didn't, I stammered. I wouldn't do that.
But you did, young man,
the vicar went on calmly.
How else did Malvolio obtain a copy? I gave you the master copy on Friday, asking you to produce 2 photocopies, one for Luke Hutchins and one for Michael Berenstein, making 3 copies in all. We have given Luke and Michael theirs, he continued slowly. So where, pray tell, is the original?
Well, it'll be with my things in the villa, I answered.
I very much doubt it, the vicar answered. Shall we wait until later tonight for you to go through the farce of searching in vain through that sordid pit of yours?
I didn't know what to say.
Now, tell me, although I already know the answer, where, you idiot, did you do the photocopies? You dropped in on Vicky Cocaine at the place we do not talk about, did you not?
The awful truth sank in. I nodded. Yes, Vicky was Malvolio's assistant, the uneven struggle whose T-shirt straining assets had attracted my attention on our visit to his office.
And after doing the photocopies, might I suggest that you forgot to retrieve the original?
Well, perhaps so. I hadn't realised, I answered.
Perhaps so. A little less time enlarging your penis and a bit more time concentrating on your work.
The vicar sounded very like the prosecution barrister in court.
I think that should be definitely so.
I nodded. Guilty as charged. I warned you about the significance of that bloody photocopier, the dragon under the stairs. Now that the prosecution was finished, he relaxed.
There is only one mistake, and that is the failure to learn from our mistakes. Might I suggest that in the future you pay a little less attention to Vicky's T-shirt and a little more attention to the work for which you are far too handsomely paid? And please, do me a favour and pull up the fine pair of Versace socks you are wearing. It is sickening how those clothes look so much better on you than they would on me.
He smiled.
Now, run along. Malvolio will be child's play. I was afraid we had encountered a real villain. Go and have that Ricard you are craving. But be warned, aniseed can make you go blind, but then so can masturbation, so your eyesight is doomed anyway, especially when you're so close to the screen.
Boy, does he hit you when you're down. He dismissed me and returned to his computer.
One more thing, he said. Can you please get me my cell phone and Elsa's number? We shall be needing her help.
I handed them to him and went in search of my drink. By the time I returned, the vicar was looking smirkfully pleased with himself.
Good, he said. Everything is now in hand. I shall explain to you later how we shall deal with Malvolio. A simple plan that will let your efficiency as a studio assistant make amends for your failings as a photocopyist. We pay our own tab and in doing so, help to pay the debts of others, to paraphrase myself.
I didn't understand, but no doubt he knew best.
The more intriguing problem is Smagala. I have arranged for the following snippet to appear in the Midem News tomorrow morning.
He handed me a printed sheet which read,
"What if Smagala's recent attacks on Elsa are due to some compromising footage of him that she has now entrusted to the safekeeping of the vicar?"
Well, why are we arsing around, I asked. Use the damn footage to blackmail him into leaving you alone.
Language, the vicar said. I would, of course, not normally approve of blackmail, but in this case, it would seem to be the only way. He paused. The only small problem is that the footage does not exist.
But why is nothing simple with the vicar?
Well, only a small problem, I asked sceptically. Not even a problem, only a difficulty, he smiled. Oh, ye of little faith. We will simply have to obtain some footage. And, as chance would have it, we have an excellent opportunity. Elsa is filming her video on the island of Margarita tomorrow night. GC was right that she will be cavorting around in a state of undress, enveloped in a large reptile. Exactly the sort of show that Smagala and his comb-over should enjoy. We simply have to arrange for him to get there, hide him in a bush, and wait for him to do something indiscreet, preferably involving ejaculation of body fluids, and for you to film it.
I suspect, punksters, that your reaction to this plan will probably be the same as mine. Have you completely lost the plot, you hogliness? This is the most hairy-assed, half-baked, anally retarded idea that I've heard since my brother told me that you can get high by smoking the stringy bits on the inside of bananas. Well, don't waste your time, punksters. It doesn't work. No, worse than that. Since I was 4 and my girlfriend at kindergarten suggested that we go into the sandpit and show each other our winkies and got us kicked off milk monitoring duty for a week. Has it not occurred to you, Mr. Dumbbell, that Smagala might just have something better to do than turn up on Margarita Island and go, "Hello, camera, I'm going to unzip my flies so that you can blackmail me"? This is what I should have said. What I might have said. What I didn't say. Instead, I muttered something suitably pathetic like, "Smart plan, let's do it. What can I do to help?"
Well, First, we must invite Smigala to the party.
He finished typing an email.
Come into my web, said the spider to the fly. An underdressed Elsa is filming her video on the island of Marguerite at 7:30. The security guards have been instructed to let you come ashore. The vicar. That should do it.
He pressed send and got up.
And now I must confess that we are going to do something very naughty.
We crossed over the road to the Swapster stand and the same poor assistant that he'd abused the day before.
How do I encode a song from this privileged pre-release copy of the Glamour Twins CD and enter it into your system? He asked. Such a wonderful idea, being able to share songs with the whole world.
What, and this is your great idea? I asked frustratedly. Yeah, it might annoy Malvolio if a few fans get hold of it, but it sure won't make him give you back your idea.
Oh, the fans will not be able to download it, the vicar said. Not unless they find it, which will be very hard, as I plan to completely mislabel the song. What shall we have? Unknown one? I doubt anyone will find that.
But what is the point of putting the songs on the system if no one can find them? I asked.
Who said that no one can find them? He replied. I said the fans would find it difficult to find them. After all, I would not want to be guilty of piracy now, would I?
He was keeping me in the dark about his exact intentions. After my complete fuck-up with the photocopy, I could hardly blame him.
And now, most importantly, he said, in 3 minutes' time, I will have completed the 7 days of decaffeination that I set myself. It is therefore time to go in search of a large, sticky cake and, altogether now, a cup of Earl Grey tea. That boy's not cool, he's got ears the size of diamonds, broken nose and a twisted face.
Now, I had been meaning to say something on that subject. I would not wish to rock your friendly apple-laden cars, but I assume you do know that under his easy, fair, relaxed alabaster smile, my son Harvey is not the angel he appears to be.
Last minute, in extra time, 22 seconds to go, and I had scored the golden goal. The celebration's already begun. I was stripping off my shirt down at the corner flag and practicing my victory dance. With apologies to people in the US who've never heard of football, sorry.
Soccer.
Which is only the greatest game in the world. Duh!